Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Eric Ruhland from the St. Paul Pet Hospital, located right here in the great city of St. Paul, Minnesota. Today we're going to be talking about online articles and searching for online information regarding the conditions of your pet or something that you might be dealing with. The first thing I want everybody to remember is when they start looking for online information, I want you to think about asking your veterinarian first. You know, it seems like we always get out of the exam room and people go home and they start thinking about the things that were said. And the first place that they look and they turn to is Dr. Google, because Dr. Google can answer just about any question that we have. The person that's trained, the trained professional that you're working with your pet probably knows 99.9% more, 99 times more information than what Dr. Google is going to give you in 5 minutes. So the first thing that I would ask you to do is, right away if you get home and you have questions, either call your medical provider, and this goes for your doctor or any medical professional, or any professional for that matter. If you have questions, pick up the phone and call them, or ask them, say, hey, do you have something you can email over to me? Or if you're one of those people that really need to dig through information, do you have a journal article about that, or can I read more, or can I get more information? If you're one of those people that wants more information, ask them, and I'm sure almost every time your veterinarian is going to give you that information, and they can disseminate some of that information for you if that's something you want to look for. The second thing is, if you're going to go online and actually look on Google, or you're going to search on Google, what I want you to do is I always want you to look at the credentials of the writer or the person that's writing the article. Do they have DVM behind their name? Do they have doctor behind their name? Do they have a PhD? What's been their educational background? Are they someone that flunked out of high school and is just writing articles online about erroneous information? And a lot of times when we're reading a lot of this, and this is one great example, I'm just reading an article about vaccinations, by this lady that has absolutely no medical background at all, no educational experience, and she lists, she makes a bunch of references and she makes a bunch of claims about vaccinations, but has 0 listed references for the publication. She doesn't list the journals that she's citing. She doesn't list when they were published, where they were published. She just kind of makes claims. So that's a glaring point that we always want to look for. This is a great example of a journal article that medical professionals or veterinarians, in this case because it's written by the Journal of the American Veterinary Medical Association, these are articles that we read through on a common occurrence. And these articles at the end, you'll see at the very end, are listed with many references. This journal article in particular has 76 references to previous peer-reviewed articles in journals. So what you want to do is, if you're looking at information online, make sure that there's a reference page and that those references make, that there's a decent reference list and that it makes sense. I know the camera probably can't pick that up, but it's really important to know that the things that are being written on have previous information to back up those claims. Otherwise someone could be making complete false claims about anything they want online. So that's really important. And the last thing I'm going to ask you to do before you page Dr. Google, again, call your medical provider, call your veterinarian, call your doctor, and ask them, hey, can I get some more information about this? I'm not sure that I fully understood this, because there's usually a lot of things to get through in an exam room. There's a lot of things happening. We've got the dog or our cat is running around the room, and it seems like we get a little distracted, and then at home we can sit down and look at the information. So the first thing I would do, again, is ask them to provide more information for you if you didn't get a handout with your information. Other than that, I'm Dr. Eric Ruhland from the St. Paul Pet Hospital. I hope that helps a little bit, and I will see you around the great city of St. Paul. Thank you very much.